Hi guys. So today we're going to talk about relationships and breakups. Okay, so to be in love is one of the most, if not the most, miraculous things to happen on this planet in a lifetime. When you love somebody, it's this feeling of happiness that comes from your heart and it just expands throughout your whole body. And when you're in love, it just seems like everything is beautiful. It just seems like everything is wonderful when you see everything from through rose-covered glasses, and things that would usually bother you don't bother you when you're in love, and you feel untouchable because this feeling is just so empowering to be in love. When you love someone, when you're in love with someone, it's like you're the half of a whole. And before before I truly fell in love, I was kind of skeptical about the whole better half thing because I didn't really get it. Because before I thought, when somebody said, "Oh, that's my better half," or "That's you complete me," or whatever, I felt like maybe they were saying they were incomplete people before they fell in love. And when I truly fell in love, I realized that that's not the case. When you fall in love, you become something else. You become a half to this spiritual bond. It's like your souls intertwine together and you become a half of something new. Complete within yourself, but a half to something new, this miracle that is love. It's like if you have two cups that you buy individually and their color schemes go well together and you make them a set. It's still two cups. It's just you put them together and made something new. And if you separate them, they're still going to be two cups. They're not going to be incomplete sets. They become a set when you put them together. That's like when you're in love. You become a set. You become a half of something bigger. But when you take them, if you separate them, they're still two individual cups. They don't become a half of a set. They're still two whole things. They don't lose their value when you separate them. That's what being in love is. And a lot of people think about breakups like that. Like they feel complete before they get into a relationship, before they fall in love, and then they get into a relationship and they feel like they have a better half. They have a something to make them whole. And then when breakups are terrible, but if they break up, then a lot of people forget that they're that whole cup and that they just became something else, and they feel incomplete because they like the way it felt to be in that set. They like the way it felt to be in love. They like that new element that other person brought to their lives, but they forget that they still hold so much value to themselves. And there's another cup out there that you can make a set with. That's the beauty about being complete. If it's something that's a set and it's meant to be a set, if one's gone, that's the set's ruined. But if you create something, if you put two complete things together and you create something new, if one of those things is removed, you can still create something new with that. It's not gonna be exactly the same, but you can still create something new with that. And that's the way I look at relationships and love. So, breakups are terrible and they hurt, and you feel like a part of you has just been ripped out, and it seems like the sun's not gonna shine anymore, and the pain, it's not just an emotional thing. You have physical symptoms. Your heart hurts, your head hurts, you cry, sometimes you feel nauseous, some people get body aches. It hurts when something so great is taken away from you, something that maybe even gave you a purpose for life when you were wanting to give up. But just remember that love, just because it ended, doesn't mean that you still don't have that love. And what I mean by that is, just because the relationship changed and it might have turned bad in the end, you still had that beautiful love that you guys shared together. And that's what you should hold on to. It's just like if someone passes away, they're gone. You can't touch them, you can't feel them anymore. But you still have those memories, you still have that love, and you hold on to that, and it helps you throughout life. That's the way I think about love and breakups. You had that love, you felt that, they lifted you up. Carry that with you in your heart, and not the anger or the pain. And breakups are painful, I said that. But if you were meant to die from it, you would have died. You would have had a heart attack or brain aneurysm. You would have been dead. If it was meant for you to die from the pain of that breakup and to stop living, you would have died. You would have been dead. You wouldn't have been here to watch this or to even not do anything. So I feel like you should remember your reason why. Remember that you are great and wonderful, and push on, because a way to get over a breakup is to love yourself. Love yourself. Do those things that you didn't do, that you always wanted to. Change up some stuff. Better yourself. Go to the gym. That's my thing. Go to the gym. Read. Travel. Live your life. The way to get over a breakup is to better yourself. To remember that you are complete. To remember that you are not broken. You are still complete. Your life dynamics just slightly changed. And also, with breakups, if they ended badly, if a breakup ended badly, don't let the hatred darken your life. Don't let that negativity block the positive energy that's trying to enter your life and your body, your spirit. Don't let that negativity from it. Don't even, I know this is so hard because I struggle with it myself. I'm not going to be a hypocrite and say, if somebody did me wrong, I just didn't even care about it, or wasn't angry. What I'm saying is, realize the anger, acknowledge it, and move on. Don't let it dictate the way you live your life and the way you love other people, because you're just going to be doing yourself an injustice and the people that you love. No, it's probably a time in your life where you were going through something and you didn't treat people all that well, or you did something and you have no idea why you did it and you wish you wouldn't have done that. That's the way I think about breakups, or the way I think about what other people do or how other people interact with me, their decisions, I take into account that I have not always been perfect and that I have had some things happen that were going on in my life where I made decisions that affected other people that were not always great. And so with that, I'm saying that you never know what somebody is going through that will make them do something to hurt you, or even if that was their purpose. I'm not saying that you should just take abuse or just let people do anything to you. What I'm saying is forgive them and realize that some stuff people are going through, you don't know it, you don't see it, and it might not even have anything to do with you, the reason why they did something to harm you. And just forgive. Forgiveness is sometimes the hardest thing to do, but just realize that you don't know everything that's going on, and you don't know their reasons, just like people don't know your reasons for everything. And just forgive them and move on. Still love deeply, and try not to take all the negativity from one relationship or a breakup into your next relationship, because that's not fair. It's not. You won't be able to love the way that you want to love. You won't be able to accept love the way that you want to accept love if you're holding somebody to a standard or the same expectations as someone who hurt you when they could be the perfect thing for you. So forgive. Know that a breakup is not the end of the world. It does not mean that you are incomplete. You are still complete. You are still wonderful. Do the things that make you happy. Love yourself. And always remember to live with passion.